Hi, this is Steve Kaufman, founder of Link, and I'm going to speak to you about the secrets, the 7 secrets to successful language learning. I have learned 11 languages, 4 of them since the age of 50. I'm working on my 12th, which is Korean. I will tell you what works for me. You'll have to decide if this can work for you. The first secret to successful language learning is spend the time. When I study a language, I spend at least an hour a day trying to learn that language. And I know that it's going to take me months and months of continuous studying to learn the language. But when I say study, I don't mean sit in a classroom. I don't mean answer questions or drills, or review grammar rules, or review lists of words. What I mean is spend time with the language. Be with the language. So listen to the language, or read things that are written in the language, or listen to songs that are sung in the language. Watch movies if you can. If you have friends who speak the language, spend time with them, even if most of the time you're just listening because you don't speak well enough to really say very much. Spend time with the language. That is the first secret. And I say at least an hour a day. And it's not difficult to do because nowadays we have these very convenient little listening devices like an iPod or an MP3 player, which can carry vast libraries of interesting content that you can easily download from the internet or from wherever you want to find them. This is very different from many years ago. So when I say spend time with the language, the time you spend in the classroom almost doesn't count. What matters is how much time do you spend away from the classroom with the language. The classroom can be very important as a place for you to meet with your friends, to find stimulus from a teacher. But in the classroom, you're listening to the teacher half the time, or you're listening to your classmates, some of whom might be better than you, in which case you're afraid to speak up. Some of them are worse than you, and so you find it annoying to listen to them perhaps. I know I do. But the important thing is, how much time do you spend with the language away from the classroom? Listening, reading, watching movies, listening to songs, talking to people. Spend that time with the language and do it month after month after month. And don't let too many days go by where you don't spend time with the language. And depending how difficult the language is, and that means how different it is from your native language or from a language you already speak, the amount of time required might be years. If you can only spend an hour a day, it could be 6 months to a year to 2 years. If you can spend 3 hours a day, then it might be less than a year, but it does take time. There is no shortcut to fluency. So, my first secret, and it's absolutely essential, if you're going to make any progress in language learning, spend time with the language. So that's secret number 1. And I will continue on to the other 6 secrets. There's a total of 7 secrets to successful language learning. Thank you for listening.